Madam Ancestry coming at you on Family Friday. So let me go ahead and just put out my disclaimer right now. This is my first real Periscope broadcast, and I do not know what in the world I'm doing. So y'all just bear with me as I kind of feel my way through this broadcast, okay? So I'm out here with my family tonight for Family Friday. I don't think they all want to be on camera. So what we decided to do for this Family Friday is get together and index family photos. And I hope you guys had a chance to look at my banner and also look at the promo video that's on my Facebook page about getting together to know how to properly index your family photos. Now, I told y'all that I say daddy. We all say daddy. That's the way we pronounce it. Don't ask me why. It's just like Teddy, but with a D. We say daddy, okay? That's what it is. So he is the keeper of all the family photos right now, okay? So it's something that I've been wanting to do for a while, to kind of get over here and go through these photos and make sure they all have dates and names on them. And I'm glad to know they were in 2 huge crates before, that he's actually been able to condense it down. So y'all see, I don't know where he got these little containers from. Do you know where you got these from? He doesn't want to be on camera. Do you know where you got these from? These containers?
Yeah, from a catalog.
Oh, okay. He ordered them out of a catalog. So I will try to get more information about that, because I'm sure this will probably help you guys out in organizing those photos also. It is a daunting task because there are decades and decades worth of photos in here. So I've been trying to mentally prepare to get over here and handle this project. And then I said, wait a minute. I have all these immediate relatives over here, so I told them to be coming out tonight over some good food, and they're going to help me index. One of the things we want to talk about are the kinds of pens that you want to use when indexing the photos. So what I went out and got are Micron archival pens. And this set right here comes in an assortment of colors, and I actually purchased 2 additional because I just prefer to write in black ink on the back of the photos. But these are supposed to be archival inked, acid-free, so they won't fade, they won't get stuck to your photo albums, they won't smear, they won't tear up your photo paper, and they will help maintain the credibility or integrity rather of your document. So this is really good for use for documenting records and also for photographs. And these were actually picked up at Michael's, but I think you can get them from any art store or any kind of fabric store or whatnot. And they're a little pricey, so prepare yourself. So the El Cheapo in me was warring with Madam Ancestry today, so I went ahead and got a few more pins. I took the time to kind of go over the right and wrong ways of indexing photos. So if my photographer, my niecey, could come just a little bit closer, I think she's doing a wonderful job. She might actually get paid behind this one. So you see this back of this mock photo here, that it's marked Bob and BJ, okay? There are no dates on there. We know Bob is a nickname for Robert, and we don't know who BJ is at this point. Is he Bob Jr.? Is he Brian Jr.? We don't know, because somebody did not take the time to properly index the photo. Where was the photo taken at? We don't know. So one of the most important things to remember is that when you index names on the back of photos, that names are always contained in quotation marks. So you know, nicknames are always contained in quotations. Here's another example of an incorrect indexing on the back of a family photo. Family cruise 2005. Okay, that's wonderful, but where did the family go for the family cruise, and which family members were on the cruise? We have no idea. So again, that's an incorrect example. Here are a couple of correct examples. Now, when you're documenting records, you normally start with the date first, the month, and then the year. I choose to also use that format when documenting the back of photos. So you see here we have 26 July 1950, Jason Doe, and then you see in quotations we have Jay, because that is his nickname, age 20, Jane Doe, age 14. They're on a family vacation in Orlando, Florida, and the photo was taken by John Doe, who is their dad, and this is an original copy of that photo. Another example here, we have 25 December 1987. You see it's marked as a copy of a photograph with Brooke Jones, age 6, Kelly Jones, age 11. This is Christmas Day at Grandma Cora Jones's house, and the photo was taken by Uncle David Jones. So a few things you want to remember. when indexing the photos, you want to also make sure you include the date as we captured here on this one. You want to also make sure that you list the full name of the individual in the picture if you know that name, okay? If you don't know the full name and maybe you know a few initials, you can go ahead and put that in there, R.H. Wilson, okay? But if you know maybe the person's name is Rhonda Hill Wilson, then you go ahead and write out the full name. Also, it's important, if you know this information, to go ahead and put the age of those individuals in there. Sometimes people kind of shave off a few years, and you want to make sure you have the right person when you're going back looking for these people. Remember, again, nicknames should also be listed in quotes, and you also want to list the people in the order of the way they show up in the photograph. So we know we read from left to right, we view things from left to right. That is the way you will list the individuals in the photograph. If it's row 1, row 2, so forth and so on. You also want to make sure you list the location. Birmingham, Alabama, Atlanta, Georgia, or wherever you were when you took this photograph. What the occasion was. Mom and Dad's 50th anniversary party. Who took the photo? Was it Uncle David Jones? Was it Grandma Puddin'? I don't know. I don't know. You also want to make sure you mark your photos, whether they are an original or whether they are a copy. Never, ever, ever loan your original copies of photos to anyone in the family. I don't care how much they cry. I don't care how much they kick and scream. You guard your original copies with your life, because chances are once somebody else gets their hands on it, it's probably going to get lost or damaged. And I think somebody just got into the camera that I don't know if she was supposed to be on there. You want to always make sure you keep the originals. If they need copies, you make the copies. Never loan your originals out to anybody, because people will forget that they have them. They may misplace them, or whatever the case. And if that's the only original copy that you have and it's lost, it may be lost forever. When I mentioned about also noting who took the photo on the back of your photograph, that information is helpful, because if you have photos of family members that you're looking for, there may be a good chance that the person who took that photo may be in the family, or maybe a close relation, maybe a friend or somebody, and chances are they may have more photos of your family in their archive. So make sure you're always documenting that information properly. So now we have our work cut out for us. We have our archiving pins, and everybody's not going to be able to write and archive because we have more people than we have pins tonight. So we're going to need some people to index the back of the photos. We're also going to need some to kind of sort through whether they're family photos, what the events were. And also we may need a team of specialists, because from time to time we get a few photos in there where they're not sure who the actual individual is in the photo. And I have quite a few siblings, as y'all know, but 2 in particular, there's always a discrepancy about their photos, which one it is in the photo, and no, they're not twins. So I do not know why that one is so difficult. So we're going to ask everybody to come in here now, and I hope you guys are enjoying your indexing from where you are with your families. I hope you have gotten some great tips, at least on how to get started. Feel free to shoot me an email, madamancestry@gmail.com. You can also find me, Madam Ancestry, on Facebook. Shoot me a line. Let me know what you guys are up to, and I'd love to hear how your night went with your family Friday activity. So let's get started, everybody. Yay!
Yay!
Yay! Yeah! Okay.
Swipe down to stop.
I guess. Am I still being recorded? I told y'all this is my first Periscope, so we all don't know what we're doing in here. So hopefully we're stopping it now.